What a way to begin state. A no-hitter in the 3A opener for Payette. And it started looking like we might get a second in the 5A opener. Eagle facing Highland. The Mustangs offense very impressive. Shortstop Andrew Ely gets the knock to right. 2 runners score. Eagle built an 8-0 lead in the 5th. But for all the offense, pitcher Mason Stidham stole the show despite kind of a shaky 5th. 2-run score on some walks and an error, but no hits for the game. On to the 6th. Still no hits. Stidham gets Braxton Buffett to strike out looking. So he's got 3 outs to go. In the 7th now, 1 out, and Pat Ryan gets a hold of one to center, but the defense there to back up their pitcher. Guess it was just meant to be. The pop out to second makes it official. A no-hitter, Mason Stidham, the Seattle U recruit, unhittable. Eagle wins 10-2.
It feels good just because it's state. We're in a stadium. There's a bunch of people watching, and it's just we got the win. We're moving on to the next round. That's all that matters to me.
And I can't forget to mention, it's Stidham's second no-no of this season. Amazing. At the 1 o'clock game, Lewiston and Rocky Mountain. Lewiston very much in control, up 8-1 over the Grizzlies. And for the Bengals, Bo Kearns on the mound to close the door. After giving up a leadoff double in the 7th, Kearns K's Bryce Feist. Then with a man on first, gets Richie Cairo to ground to second. The game-ending double play. Lewiston wins this one 8-1. They'll meet Eagle tomorrow. District champ Capital taking on Centennial in the next game. Now this one was out of hand early. Capital 9 runs before an out. And here's the first one. Tanner Daly, the fly to right. And even the outs were scoring runs. The sac fly brings in Corey Efa. 10-zip at that point. Centennial, on the other hand, getting on base, having trouble knocking him in. Logan Little goes down swinging. 2 outs. Pitcher Mike Wickham strikes out Justin Valdez. Too big of a lead for Capital to give up. The final 20-5. That's a state game. In the night game, Coeur d'Alene and Mountain View, the Mavericks, a 3-4 lead right now in the 7th inning. Now, first game of the day at the 4A rinks, Kuna and Pocatello. The Cavemen start hot, up 2-0 in the second, playing a little small ball. Braden Andrews sacrifices Mike Kaminsky to second. He'd get the third, and then he'd go home on the wild throw, 3-0. At that point, Kuna finishes off Pocatello 11-1 in 6th innings. Now in Game 2, Bonneville used an 8-run 7th to beat Minico 12-7. Now Game 3, Skyview and Lakeland. The Hawks score in the top of the first. In the bottom half, Skyview's Tanner Lupton has his share of struggles with the bases loaded, walks and a run, and that apparently was enough. Coach pulls him after 1 out. Brady Messenbrink takes the hill, but the inning continues. Gage Long shoots one up the middle. That made it 3-2. It was a tie ball game late. Lakeland walked off with a 2-run homer in the 7th. They move on. And finally in the nightcap, host team Bishop Kelly and Twin Falls. An early pitcher's duel. Russ Reber for the Knights gets the slow roller to short. Tony Roquet tosses across. A quick first inning. And a lot of talk about Twin Falls pitcher Cy Sneed, 90-mile-an-hour fastball. His first pitch hits the backstop, almost knocks my camera off the tripod. And when he found his control, he was mighty effective. Gets Nate Lothrop looking, then Russ Reber bounces to short. 1, 2, 3 go. The Knights in the first. We're in the 6th right now. Twin Falls leads 3-1. And be sure to stay close to fox12idaho.com. We'll get those updates there here in a few minutes when those games go final. You'll find them there.
Cy Sneed.
Cy Sneed. That's hard to say.
Yes, it is.
And it's a great baseball name, by the way. Cy.
Yeah.
Cy Young.
I mean, sign him to a major league contract right now.
Exactly. Well, with that fastball,
yeah, he's got quite an arm on it.
A bit of a wild thing. Like I said, he almost broke my camera.
Glad you're okay.
You can see it shake. I didn't do that.
You're lucky the camera didn't break.
Yeah, I am.
So that's all I got to say.
Thank you.
Safe. All right.